What is up, my butter biscuits? Today's video is my new makeup drops. Are they bops or flops? Y'all, you guys are gonna be shook that I actually have some thoughts about some Morphe stuff coming out, which I'm really tripped out about. You guys know that y'all, for the past, I don't know how many months now, I haven't really talked about anything Morphe. I feel like they haven't come out with any new drops. But I'm really curious about what they're going to be coming out with. Obviously, we'll be talking about it within today's video, so make sure you guys stay tuned. Before we get into this video, make sure you guys click the link down below. Head over to my second channel. That's my travel channel with my brother. We have new, exciting, fun videos coming. I'm pre-filming right now because I actually leave tomorrow. And I do want to say you guys are probably going to see me look the same for the next few videos, only because I'm just really too lazy to change. And on top of that, too, I'm in such a hurry. I will be talking so very fast. I apologize in advance. I feel like there's some type of way on YouTube that you can like slow it down. Yo, oh my gosh, one time, because I was just on a good one, y'all. I took my Celsius and I worked out. And one time when I had filmed the video, I was like, Jesus Christ, I am talking so fast when I was editing that I tried slowing it down and I was like, oh no. Like, it just looked weird. It sounded weird. It was just not the vibe at all. I know that I do need to like work on slowing down because it can get a little annoying with how fast I talk. But sometimes, y'all, when I got things in my brain, I gotta hurry up and get it out because I will forget. And I feel like that's a problem, but I'm gonna work on it eventually, just not today. Anyways, y'all, make sure you guys give this video a big thumbs up and let's go to get into it. Okay, looking at my list of stuff, I actually have like quite a lot to talk about for my new makeup drops. Are they bops or flops? More than in my anti-haul. I feel like in my anti-haul, I didn't really have too many products, but there is quite a few within today's video. So the first thing that I want to talk about right here is Anastasia Beverly Hills is finally coming out, where they already came out with a new eyeshadow palette. This is a 12 shade eyeshadow palette. Y'all, this color story right here, I do have to say, when I first saw it, I was like, I didn't really like it, but it was underneath studio lighting. This picture right here that Trend Mood has posted is underneath natural lighting, and I feel like this actually looks beautiful. And then seeing the swatches of the shimmers, I'm like, those shimmers actually look beautiful. I am really curious to know if they have changed their formula. As I've let you guys know before, I thought it was such a trip that I absolutely loved the Norvina Pro palettes. I love those. I feel like the pigment was there, the shimmer was there. But in the regular Anastasia Beverly Hills, I don't know why, for some reason, I just never really cared for the formula. Y'all know, oh my gosh, take it back to the Subculture day. I feel like the Subculture palette literally broke the internet because everyone and their mom was talking about it. Like, I thought it was so horrible. But then I also bought the Prism palette after that, and I was like, you know what? I loved the color story on that, but I thought that was not good either. I just never really been a fan of the Anastasia Beverly Hills quality. For some reason, though, I have absolutely loved the Norvina. Like, I feel like those palettes are super, super good. But obviously, those are meant to be a little bit more pigmented, a little bit more crazy, a little bit more dramatic. And they're meant to be used all throughout the body as well as face. You know what I'm saying? To do probably like character makeup and Halloween makeup. Maybe, you know, I don't know. Maybe that's why I like it more. But anyways, this palette right here, I do have to say, y'all, at Namies, they do sell Anastasia Beverly Hills. If I see this there, I'm going to do some swatches. And I may be picking this up, to be quite honest with you guys, because I do think that the color story is beautiful. And I do love the shimmers on it, and I'm really curious to know if they have changed the formula or updated it, because I do feel like their old formula was really lackluster. But so far, though, if I'm being honest, this kind of does look like a bop. Next up on the list, we have another eyeshadow palette right here. This is the Natasha Denona Yucca. I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm so sorry, y'all. Y'all know I'm a little bit slow. This right here, y'all, I do have to say, I feel like is so beautiful. I am such a sucker for those like mustardy yellows and those like murky greens. I feel like this looks so absolutely beautiful. This shimmer shade in the center that has that like green yellow reflect is so beautiful. I'm like obsessed with this palette. Now, here we go to the price point. It is $69. Obviously, we know that Natasha Denona is a little bit more of a luxury brand. I just have to say, at this point in my life right now, I'm just not going to spend this amount of money on an eyeshadow palette, only because I'm just not wearing eyeshadow like I used to. So let's say maybe like 2-3 years ago, I used to wear eyeshadow like crazy, and now I'm just like, I don't wear any. As you guys know from all my recent videos, I'm just pretty much like this, only brows and skin, and that's pretty much it. But I do have to say, this palette is absolutely gorgeous. And you know what's really weird is I've used Natasha Denona palettes before, only because my friends own them, and when I've done their makeup, I use those palettes. But I've never actually owned a Natasha palette. I have gotten one before in like BoxyCharm, a little 4-pan or maybe 5-pan one, and that's literally it. But I've never actually just bought a palette. And I do have to say, Out of all the palettes, this one right here looks to be my favorite. And I feel like if Sephora does like one of those crazy sales where it'll be like 50% off, I don't know if you guys have remembered before, but like with Pat McGrath, oh my gosh, y'all, for her holiday palette, I want to say it got marked down like 60%. If this has some type of sale in the future where it's like marked down drastically, I will definitely pick this up because this color story to me is absolutely beautiful, and I really do love every single color inside that palette. But the price point is just a little bit too high for me. Here we have new e.l.f. products right here, and y'all, I'm gonna tell you guys right off the bat, I probably will be picking these up. It's so crazy how like recently I've been so into e.l.f. only because I really am obsessed with their niacinamide primer. I feel like that primer is so amazing. I have yet to try the dupe for the Hollywood Flawless Finish. I really want to try that out, but I still have some of my Charlotte Tilbury left, so I'm like, you know what, I haven't picked that up yet. This right here though looks like something that I will be into. I want to try this like honeydew lip balm right here, and I also do want to try the lip exfoliator. Y'all, I really do like Jeffree Star's lip scrubs, but then I feel like it gets so messy, and I love the fact that this is in a tube, so I'm like, oh, this looks like it'll be easy to use. And on top of that too, it's only $5, and the lip balms are only $4, so I definitely do think I will be picking up one of the scrubs as well as one of the lip balms, because y'all, I feel like, especially, I don't know why for some reason honeydews, I don't like honeydew like straight up natural real honeydew, but honeydew flavored things are just, oh, so bomb to me. So I'll probably be picking up that honeydew one, and I'll definitely be picking up that exfoliator. Next up on the list right here, we have Man Eater bronzers. They're stick bronzers from Tarte. I do want to say I'm curious to know about these. I feel like I would have to see them in person, only because looking from right here in this picture, the third shade in, actually the second and third shade, I feel like these don't look too orangey. And I was scrolling through the pictures and I couldn't really tell, as well as I did look up on Tarte to see if I can see a little bit more, I don't know, not things underneath studio lighting. I feel like things underneath studio lighting are going to look a little bit different, especially with their type of photography. So I do want to see like regular people wearing this, and I do want to swatch these myself. These are $26 right here, and I do want to say that's not too bad of a price. My whole thing is I love a neutral tone bronzer, which I feel like is so hard to find. Everything pulls a little bit too orangey, especially on me because I do have rosy cheeks, and I feel like it just, I don't know, it just bothers me because then I end up looking really, really orange throughout the day. I don't like that. I like something that's going to be a little bit more neutral. So I do want to check out these two shades right here. The second and the third shade. I feel like those shades actually do look pretty. So if I do swatch these in person, I may actually pick this up and try it out, because y'all, I'm trying to look bronze this summer. I feel like I just am so pale, right? I'm literally like the most pale that I've ever been, and I don't know, it's just not very cute. So I'll be checking these out. This one right here, I feel like is gonna shock you all, but I'm really, really intrigued to know about these Morphe new mists, y'all, right here. This says our cult favorite setting spray collection just got bigger. So they have the new continuous prep and set mist, which preps the skin, sets makeup, and supercharge your complexion with ceramides and antioxidants, and that is $14. And then they have the sun setter. This is a broad spectrum SPF 30 setting spray. I love a setting spray that has SPF. This is $18, and it says protect the skin from the sun while setting and improving the wear of makeup. I'm super curious to know about that, because as I've told you guys before, I feel like a lot of the makeup setting sprays that I have tried with SPF are really on the dewy side. And I just feel like, y'all, if I'm gonna be out in the sun, like say for example, if I'm gonna go to like Disneyland, or if I'm gonna go, I don't know, anywhere outdoors that I'm gonna be having makeup on, I cannot have on a really, really dewy setting spray. I need something that's gonna lock in my makeup, and I feel like most SPF products really gear towards dewiness, which it does look beautiful at first, but then maybe about like an hour into the day, like I look like a grease ball, and it's just so horrible. And on top of that too, I'm a sweater, so I do go like this a lot. Like, y'all, I don't wear my beanie, and I won't wear a hat, say for example, if it's really, really hot, you know? So I'll go like this, and I'll dab my forehead to like catch the sweat, and then all my makeup will come off. So I really am curious to know how this one will be. And then I think that they already had this one. Maybe I'm tripping. This is the Luminous Setting Spray, which sets makeup, instantly hydrates, and lock in moisture for a healthy glow. The two that I really want to try are the Prep one, as well as the Sun Setter. I feel like those two right there will be good. Because y'all, I've always said it before. You guys know how I feel about Morphe. Y'all know how I feel about Morphe. I feel like they're a really shady brand. But they are now underneath new owners. As well as, I just keep it real, y'all, I really did enjoy their setting spray. I feel like they had a really, really good setting spray. So I'm really curious to know how these would be. And if I'm being quite honest with you guys, I probably will be trying out the Prep one for sure. but I do want to see some reviews of the Sunsetter. And if the Sunsetter is like something that actually does lock in your makeup without being too overly dewy, I will probably try that out. So stay tuned on that. I will let you guys know if I pick it up, especially because summer hopefully is right around the corner. It's so crazy in California, y'all. It's been cold. Like if you guys live in Cali, Southern California specifically, it's been so cold. So I'm like, I ain't getting no sun. But as soon as the sun comes out, I may pick this up. And another setting spray right here. Y'all, I don't know what it is about me. I'm just like drawn in towards sprays. I don't know why. For some reason, I just feel like they're so relaxing. I feel like they're so easy to use. Maybe that sounds so dumb to a lot of people out there, because I do know a lot of professional makeup artists are like, you know what? I don't really see the need in setting sprays. And I'm like, y'all, I'm one of those that disagree. I really do. I feel like I need a setting spray. And on top of that too, a lot of times I'll spray something on my face before even putting on my makeup. So this right here, I'm really intrigued about. This is the Magic Hydrator Mist. This is the Radiant Skin Rescue Essence by Charlotte Tilbury. So this says right here that it's radiance, it's oxygenating. Oxygenating. I cannot say that word, y'all. Oxygenating skin energizer, smoother, younger looking skin, and pollution defense. Now, I'm really curious to know about this because I absolutely love the traditional Charlotte Tilbury setting spray. Y'all, I feel like that setting spray right there really does help keep on your makeup. But then on top of that too, it doesn't look like overly matte. It kind of gives you, I want to say, like a little bit of a sheen to the skin, but then it locks it in. I really do enjoy that. So I'm so curious to know about this. But it does say on Trendmood that this is a sneak peek, so I don't have any information as far as the price or when it's going to be coming out. Also, I do want to note that it does have hyaluronic acid matrix, niacinamide, and Japanese kambu extract. This is something that I will definitely be trying out. And I'm sure it's going to be a little bit pricey, but I don't know, y'all. I love Charlotte Tilbury products. Next up on the list right here, we have a pink setting powder from One Size. This is for $32. Now, I did want to talk about this because I have never tried his powder before, but I've let you guys know before when I worked at MAC. Actually, this is right before I quit. He did a collection with MAC, and he had a setting powder, and everyone went crazy for that setting powder, and I really did love it. I haven't tried the One Size one, but can you guys let me know down in the comments below how you guys like the regular one? Because I do love me a pink tint powder for underneath my eyes, because it really does brighten the eye and I love it. This right here though, I feel like I've always been a little bit apprehensive to try his powder, only because I feel like it's going to be a little bit more on the dry side. You guys know recently I've been completely obsessed with the Hourglass, what is it called? Vanishing veil? I don't know, something like that, because it really does blur my fine lines and wrinkles and this like texture that I have around my eyes that I don't like. I call it crepiness. I don't know exactly what the term is. And I feel like that say for example, a product that is a little bit more on the dry side, I feel like kind of emphasizes that more. So can you guys let me know how this is? Because if it does not emphasize on texture, then I may try this out, because I definitely do want to get me a pink powder, and this does say that it is blurring, so I'm really intrigued about this. And for the last product on the list right here, which I'm just gonna go ahead and say that this is gonna be a flop. Maybe I should have just been on my anti-haul, but I just saw it after the fact. This right here are Valentino liquid lips and blushes. First of all, you guys know that I never would use it as a blush because it will mess up on my skin, and on top of that too, there is no price point, but let's just keep it real. I feel like with Valentino, it's going to be pricey. So I'm like, I don't think that I would be using that. And on top of that too, I don't know why for some reason I feel like Valentino and Dior, when it comes down to their packaging, like they're supposed to be luxury brands, and I feel like their stuff looks really cheap. That's just my opinion. Anyways, that is it for the new makeup drops, or the bops or flops. If I'm keeping it real with you guys, like I can't even believe I'm saying this, because you guys know how I feel about Morphe. The number one thing that I want to try within this whole entire video is the prep and the sunsetter setting sprays, or setting sprays and prime sprays. Oh my gosh, I'm getting all confused, but you guys know what I'm saying. Those are the two products that I'm like really intrigued about, only because I really did love the Morphe setting spray. I felt like it was so beautiful, and on top of that too, I loved that it had that continuous spray. And on top of that too, I really did love the smell of it too. I feel like the smells of a setting spray have a lot to do with it, because I just feel like it's relaxing, you know, like puts you in the mood, whether you're going out or whether you're stressed. I don't know. I'm dumb. I just feel like I love a setting spray. Anyways, make sure you guys let me know your thoughts and opinions about everything, and I'll catch you guys in my next video. Peace out, Girl Scout.